What's up, boys? We're back. It's what is today? Today's Wednesday, early in the morning. It's what is it? 5:45 in the morning. We got something special planned for you guys today. Today, you're gonna learn something. Live bait, drop shots, weed edges. Lots of fish, lots of species, and easy to do. So, we're gonna teach you guys everything you need to know about catching a lot of fish on a weed edge pretty much all through the summer. And this doesn't work just on weed edges. You can apply this technique pretty much anywhere throughout the lake. Mid-lake, deep water, shallow water. You can do this and you can catch fish. We got a beautiful morning. Make a quick run across the lake and we'll get everything set up. And here we go, guys. Stay tuned. Ow! Alright boys, spot one, we're here. We're just kind of getting dialed in on the weed edge here, and I want to take a moment and tell you guys about the gear. So, here is a St. Croix Avid Edition. This one's 6 foot long, medium light with a fast tip. This is a Daiwa Excelsior 1000D spinning reel spooled up with a 6-pound mono. My dad's using a St. Croix, medium light, fast, same type of rod, but his is a lot longer. He's got a 7'3". So it just kind of goes to show, you don't need to go buy a new drop shotting rod. You don't need a special setup. You can really use any length rod. As long as you got a decent tip on there and it's sensitive enough where you're gonna be able to feel the bites, that's all you need. You see the sinkers, you see the hooks. We got a special style hook made for drop shotting with the little offset there that you see. So all you do, it's real simple. Check, I got one rigged up here. You got the sinker. This is the very end of my line, okay? And that's where the sinker is clipped on. And then about a foot above that, as you see following the line, you got my hook.
Fish tap.
Fish on as I'm teaching.
Pretty nice one too.
Is it?
Yes, it's a nice one.
All right. Nice oh yeah, look at that fight.
I think it's a nice smallie. Nicer one. No, it's a sheephead. You have to edit that out. Goats.
Hear him.
Shit. I thought that was gonna be a shit. It felt like a nice fish too.
Okay, back to the information. So, like I said, the hook, it's quite funny shaped, unlike anything you've ever seen before. Now, this loop part is where your knot gets tied. You double your line over, you tie a Palomar knot on to this here loop, making sure to leave yourself anything between, 8 inches all the way up to 2 feet if you want. Tag line. After you tie your Palomar knot, you want to have at least 8 inches all the way up to 2 feet of tag line. That tag line will then, from this loop where your knot is tied, your tag line will then come through the eye, coming through the eye like this, which is then where your sinker just kind of clips on. You can see the clip. The tag line goes through the eye, it then attaches to your weight. Your weight then sits on the bottom. Depending on how long of a tag line you left is how high up your bait's gonna be. So if this is the bottom, this is where your sinker's sitting. Right now my tag line's about a foot long, so about a foot above the bottom is where my bait will be if my line's tight. Now, this is where it gets a little different than most other types of fishing. Every time I've ever been taught to fish with a new lure or a new technique, I've always been told to keep my line tight. Keep your line tight so you can feel them. You want to keep your line tight. You want to. This is different. Here, you want to keep your line slacked. You want the sinker to be sitting on the bottom. You want your bait, whatever it is, leeches, minnows, plastics. Today we're using night crawlers out here. You want that to have the free motion. So if your line's tight, your bait's just sitting there. It's not doing much. But with that foot of tagline that I have a foot of play. So I can let my crawler fall all the way to the bottom. I could pull it a foot off the bottom, and I can work everything in between there with just the freest of dangles. Okay, so like I said, we're just using night crawlers here today, boys. It's real simple. We're just taking a little chunk, maybe a third, a quarter of the bigger ones maybe. Taking our hook, and we're just threading it through a little ways. Poke it out. Make sure that you got no worm bedding. Sometimes you'll get worm bedding right here, and it really affects the hookup ratio. You don't like that. So, thread it. Leave a good little tail so you can get some dancing. You really want the worm down there doing a wave, you hear me? And that, see the sinker on the bottom here? Bait. Boing, boing, boing. That's what it looks like underwater, but this thing's down there just kicking and giving you all types of beautiful vibrations.
Six feet tall weeds, almost 7 feet tall weeds.
Here it comes.
Put a note a little bit already.
Yeah, here it comes. There it is.
There it is.
Damn, look at that.
There'll be some sparse ones. Try it right there, I guess. I like to be able to kind of see where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 15 now with some cloudiness. Another little, I don't know what you want to call it, little trick I learned is I like to keep this is my line here coming off my reel. I like to keep my pointer finger under it so the line is going around my pointer finger. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that just really adds to the whole feel. You just feel like, you just feel everything. Now these are, look at that, just like that. Just like that. And it's a jumbo perch, you guys. That is a jumbo. Hold still. Hey? Smallie. Stop spitting that. Stop spitting that crawler. True guiding experience. Drop her down. Find bottom. Get where you want to be. I like to have my rod at a bit of a downward angle, so I have the most area left for the hook set. Like I said, you just want to keep it slack, keep your line slack. Every once in a while I like to check where my sinker is, and that way I know where so how do I say this? I like my sinker to be on the bottom, and I like to keep my rod the same distance above the water that is between my hook and sinker, if that makes sense. So basically I can envision my rod tip being my bait and the surface of the water being the bottom, and that's how I know kind of where my bait is in relation to the bottom at all times. There's a fish. Fish. Walleye. Just inhaled it, dude. Oh, it's bad. No, that is line.
Really?
Pretty dang sure. Let me see. Species number 5 in the bag. Yeah, look at that, dude.
That's weird.
He inhaled someone's bait. You can see they'll follow the line into the fish's mouth, into its gullet. Look. You can't see it. It goes into his deal.
Hold on, let's see what this is.
That's another rock bass.
Rocky Rococo.
Double on
Oh,
Rockies.
be darn! Look at that.
You can't do much to help him, huh?
I don't think so.
No.
He's
He's still eating. What the fuck?
There's one. Little smallie. Spitter.
All right. All right, boys, that's a day. We're out of here. Boat's on the trailer. We're gonna clean her off, strap her down, and get out. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see, it's pretty dang easy, and it's real effective. You know, this is a slower day for us, and we still caught, you know, between 20 and 30 fish total probably. So, all without casting. So if you're not the best caster, maybe you're just kind of getting into fishing. Maybe you got kids, you got a girlfriend, you got a friend you're trying to teach how to fish, and this is a great way for anybody, any skill set, beginners and experts. You can catch a lot of fish. It's a lot of fun, and it's easy to do. So if you guys enjoyed it, click thumbs up, click subscribe. Send us a comment down below. Tell us if you guys enjoyed stuff like this. We can always do more. I got plenty of knowledge and expertise to drop on you. Thanks, guys.